Yo, sup traders, how y'all doing? I want to talk to y'all quickly, briefly. We'll go into some detail here about why you should not be investing in altcoins, why ever. It's a terrible investment strategy, and I'm going to give you some basic investment strategies that you can use instead. And I'm making this video because I see a lot of guys, I see a lot of men, young men, investing in altcoins and saying, I'm just waiting for my altcoin to pump. This is, I believe, in the future of crypto, and I'm going to tell you why fundamentally this is going to keep you probably waiting for the rest of your life, actually growing poorer in real world terms from the fundamentals. I also have computer backtesting that backs this up, but I'm going to explain it in a simple way that you can understand and give you some better alternatives. So welcome in, fam. Much love, Trav here. Now, essentially, the reason that certain investments are good investments is because they're harder to replicate than it is to print more US dollars, right? So gold has been historically one of the best investments. Why? Because it's really expensive to dig up out of the ground. It's limited. There's not unlimited qualities of it on Earth. And it's easier to print money than it is to dig up gold out of the ground, right? That is the basic premise of investing in commodities, such as gold, right? It's hard money. Okay, makes sense? Other example is stocks. It's not that easy to make a new company and make it profitable, right? Especially say that you invest only in the top 100 companies. It's not that easy. It's very hard to make a very profitable company. It's easier to print money than it is to make a new company. So if you invest in good companies and you invest in gold, over time, as more dollars get printed, because it's easier, path of least resistance, harder to make new companies, harder to make valuable companies, harder to dig up gold, those investments naturally over time increase in value. And we've seen this historically. Gold, we've got hundreds of years. Stocks, we've got 100-year history as well on our particular US stock markets. Now, Bitcoin is another example we can look at of it's hard to mine another Bitcoin. It takes a lot of money and electricity to mine a Bitcoin. The way the code is written, you cannot just make more Bitcoin. Most of them have already been mined, while most of the dollars are still to be printed, right? So this is why stocks, gold, Bitcoin are good investments, because it's hard to make more of them. Now, here's the problem with altcoins. Altcoins are the easiest thing in the world to make more of. If you want to make something that's tradable, that other people can invest in, it's going to be altcoins. You cannot invent a new gold or make a new commodity. It's very difficult. It's super hard to make a new company and take it to IPO. It's very hard. Even creating a sovereign country with a new foreign exchange currency, how many of those have come out in the last 10 years? Not that they're good investments, because they can print those too, but they're better investments than altcoins. It's like investing, would you invest in the new euro or the new yen or whatever? Probably not. So why are you investing in the new altcoin? Here's the thing though. The easiest thing in the world is to make new altcoins. It's so easy. You don't even need a developer anymore. You go to something like pump.fun and you have your new altcoin in minutes. And we see this by the numbers. In the 2017 cycle, there were hundreds of altcoins. In the 2020 cycle, there were thousands of altcoins. In the 2024 cycle, there's tens of thousands of altcoins. What does that mean? Well, the altcoin market isn't 10 times bigger in 2024 than it was in 2020. It's like half the size, actually, with 10 times the alts. So each alt gets 1/20th of the money, and this is just going to continue. Even if the altcoin market cap increases, it's not going to increase with the speed at which altcoins proliferate, right? They're printed to infinity. If the altcoin market cap goes sideways, individual alts go down. Why? Because they're printing more and they're competing with the same people, with the same pool of money. And I understand you've seen this. Oh, what about Doge or Pepe or Solana, these alts that just absolutely moon? It's true if you pick the right one. but there's an element of gambling here. Most of them don't. And most of them, as they go up, they also come back to zero eventually. And just look at the charts of any of them. I mean, they come back, right? So don't get distracted by this dream and seeing that, okay, it's worked. Well, it worked for this person. Well, it's probably not going to work for you. It's better to invest in these strong assets, and we'll come back to that in a moment. But let's use Doge for an example. In 2017, if you wanted to invest in a dog coin, there was just Doge. In 2021, if you wanted to invest in a dog coin, there was Doge and Shiba Inu. In 2024, if you wanted to invest in a dog coin, there's Doge, Shiba Inu, Flocky, Whiff, I don't know, is Bonk a dog coin? There's Dog, there's Bendog, there's Toshi. There's so many, and they're competing with the same audience for the same capital. So we don't see the same pumps on these assets, and that's going to continue into perpetuity because people are just going to make more tokens. There's no cost to making more tokens. It's way too easy. So some of you are saying, well, I want a chance at 100x. Well, go to a casino, right? You can 100x, but you got to learn how to trade. And here's where I'm going to tell you about my system a little bit. You can do extremely well trading gold, trading NASDAQ, trading Bitcoin to the upside over time, knowing when to increase your position with leverage, knowing when to take it off and sidestep the bear market. It's possible to get those kinds of gains just trading the good assets, and you have a much better chance. But also, if you don't want to do that, you can just invest in them, and you can go work a job or work a business, which is more fun anyways than doing nothing, right? It's more fun to work a job. It's okay. Work a 9 to 5. There's nothing wrong with that. If you don't like your job, I always say this, if you don't like your job and you think you want to trade full time and trading's going to change it, trading will just make you lonely. It will take away the fun of having something that you like doing. So if you don't like your job, just get a different job that you like, and you can do that, move sideways from your current job. You can apply to a better work environment where you resonate with the people more, maybe a different industry where you enjoy the life more, maybe a different role. But altcoins, not going to change your life. Trading won't really change your life. The best way to change your life is to change how you're spending your time today, or start to look at how you're changing. You can spend your day-to-day life. So I hope you find that useful. And if you're interested in our strategy that does not invest in altcoins, actually we sell altcoins when they fail at all-time highs and then ride them down to zero. There's a link down below. You can check out our strategy. So appreciate you. Much love, and look forward to talking to y'all soon. Let's get it. Peace.